In this video, I want to take you through what it actually takes to get to 30K per month. There is so much rubbish out there. You need an AI infused TikTok infrastructure. You need to have 30-minute clients that you can close in 30 minutes and then deliver results in 30 minutes. You need to have an AI based chatbot that gets you, whatever. The fact is, to actually get results in your agency, you need to do a few key simple things. You don't need to have a 76-step email sequence. You don't need to have a perfect email list cleaning process. You don't need to have a crazy AI thing in your agency. And to prove it, I'm going to show you exactly how Kyle scaled his agency from practically nothing. He had like 1 or 2 clients all the way to 30K per month. Didn't clean his emails, didn't use AI, hasn't used AI since, and has consistently booked in and closed 30K per month. So with that being said, let's jump into the video.
Just shut up. Just do what it's there for.
Yeah, okay. Well, hey guys, what's going on? Just wanting to do a live interview with Kyle. Now, Kyle started with us last August. I remember our sales call that we had, and I reckon he started with us with like no clients or maybe 1 or 2 clients. And within about a week, I'm pretty sure he closed about 9.5 or 9.6K, maybe in 2 weeks. And then he's gone on to sort of scale up to 20 to 30K revenue per month. And I think there's a few questions that have just popped up. So the first thing is, what is how are you generating these appointments? Like, are you doing AI? Are you doing TikTok? Have you got like an AI appointment setter that you're using? Are you doing dynamic creatives on your ads? Are you hiring cold calls on Upwork? How are you doing this?
Like it's pretty simple. So like we'll run ads and we send out, messages, DM. And then whenever someone gets a yes, they get called within the next 24 hours. We go through the normal appointment setting script that's in the program. We book them in, and then the calls just start showing up on the calendar. But essentially within like about 2 or 3 hours a day of committed calling gets us like anywhere between 15 and 20 calls.
2 to 3 hours a day of committed calling.
Yeah, like it can be less, can be more, but like if like I just commit to 2 hours a day of calling, or me and the appointment setting team, like it's just 2 hours a day at least of committed calling, and then that consistently gets 3 or 4 calls a day on the 3 or 4 calls a day on the calendar.
So that's interesting. With the appointment setting script, did you change it and try and tweak it and make it a little bit more AI based or anything, or did you just kind of follow the script?
I only change it for my niche. Like I only changed the pitch part for my niche. I didn't change anything else.
So you literally use the same script all the way up to the pitch?
Yep, and then I just changed the pitch a little bit. And then on the back end, I just asked them. I think I added one question. It was just like, is there anyone else that needs to be there too? Like, do you have a partner or anything that needs to be there just to check?
So if someone's like, Kyle, how did you do that? How did you close? Say you're like a fairly new agency owner, right? You've got one client and you're looking to outsource everything. I want to do my AI appointment setter. Should I use this new lead sourcing method on, I think it's called Clay, or, Jordan Platton's just done this video on how I use AI setters. Like what did you do? Like what would your advice be to someone who's like trying to get their first sort of clients on the board?
Well, I think like everything totally is a numbers game. So essentially, if you want to get, it's like when I started, I got 4 or 5 trial clients. Only one of them stayed on to be a real client and actually pay me money. So like everything is numbers in that sense. So your number one like priority initially is, it's not how to learn. It's not learning appointment setting, or it's not learning like AI appointment setting or learning how to outsource or any of that. Like you need to learn the skill first before you can automate or outsource it. So like, and everything is a numbers game. So the number one priority is get as many people to say yes to the thing that you're offering or that you can do for them, and then call as many of them as possible. Because if you get 10 yeses on a reply to something, like you might call 10 of them, and if you're just starting, like nine of those calls you're going to suck. On the 10th, you might stumble through and get through, and then you might book a call, you might not. So like you really want to get, like, everything's a numbers game. So you want to get always more and just get on the phone more, and you'll book more calls. Even if you suck, like think about the rule of 10. I think about the rule of 10 for everything.
Mhm.
Like whenever you do anything, whenever you run an ad, if you can get one lead, you always have to assume that that lead's going to be bad. You want to get 10 leads, because then that might go into one book call. If you get 10 book calls, so 100 leads, then that
Mhm.
might come into a client. So like always think about just doing more, in the sense that, and you also, your skill increases exponentially like that.
Okay. Okay. So it's a numbers game and you've got to focus on skill. Why do you think it's important to focus on building your skills before outsourcing and getting an appointment setter?
If you outsource or automate and you don't have the skill already, you'll only be shoveling fit onto the next person. Like you won't be helping. You can't outsource you can't outsource someone who doesn't know. If your VA comes back and says, "Hey, I don't know how to send these emails," you can't just expect them to know. So you need to understand it or do it yourself and then teach them. It's like if I only got an appointment setter after I was setting 15 appointments a week for 10 weeks straight.
Okay, let me just pause you there. When did you get an appointment setter? What did you just say?
So I
Say
think
it
I got
loud
an
and clear.
appointment setter after I was probably setting 15 appointments for about 10 weeks straight. And then I got
So
an
you
appointment setter.
so you set 15 appointments for 10 weeks straight before you thought about outsourcing and getting an appointment setter?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Because
Okay.
so then when I had the appointment setter, I could actually train them. They weren't that when they asked me a question, I had the answer. I didn't have to think about it.
Okay. Do you think there's any kind of like mindset things or tips that you'd give someone who's new in the program? How do I get the support that I need? What should I focus on if I'm wanting to scale up to scale, say from like $1,000 a month to $5,000 a month? What do you think the mindset should be? What should the focus be on?
I think just fail faster. So if you like when you start riding a bike, the first 10 times you fall off, but I mean, like there's probably everyone falls off a bike somewhere between 15 and 30 times before they figure it out.
Hmm.
But whoever can get those failures in faster, they're riding the bike quicker. And so it's the same in SMMA and business. So the quicker you can get on 10 calls, the quicker you can stuff up 10 calls, the quicker you can get a call that actually works. The quicker you can get 10 calls that actually kind of work, the quicker you'll get someone booked. The quicker you get 10 people booked, the quicker you'll get a client. So just try and fail fast and do high volume.
Okay. And what happens if my email like, campaign doesn't work the first time? Do I need to um, do Google ads or do I need to, write a complex script and get leads from like a crazy lead source? Or like, what would you recommend if the email script doesn't work the first time?
If the email script doesn't work the first time, obviously, I think if you can, you should diversify, like have Instagram DMs, email script, and everything.
Yeah.
But like if it doesn't work in this, like if you're driving down the street and you see a car that's 10 grand, and then the next day you see a car that's 2 grand, the same car, it's like it's all about the offer. So maybe like the offer needs to be changed, or just how you present it. If you have like a 20 line long email, it's going to be pretty complicated to get into. But if you have like, a 5 or 10 line email, it should be pretty easy.
Okay. And what
But
about
so like,
ads?
but if it fails early, like it doesn't mean that the method is broken. It just means that you might need to change a couple of things and try again.
Okay, so if it fails, it doesn't mean cold email is dead. It means that I just need to change some things with the offer.
Yeah, pretty much.
So as well, like with your appointment settings, so you were able to consistently book 15 meetings a week. Like what should how many hours should I be doing of appointment setting per day to do that? Like should I just if I call the lead once and they don't pick up, do I go, "Oh man, this is a bad lead. I better give up my agency now and it's not going to work." Or like what do you think I should do? Like, what should my expectations be for how many calls I should actually do? And what does that look like on a daily basis? Because I know some people message me and they say, "Hey, Henry, I did $20 today. This is a very amazing thing that I've done. Um, I'm going to scale." What would you say to someone like that?
I don't really think about dials because it's almost an irrelevant metric because the goal is to book appointments. So what's needed to book appointments? Talking to people. So the more relevant metric is connection. So how many people do you actually get on the phone with? So if I've got 100 leads, I will keep calling them. So say I've got 2 or 3 hours to call. I won't do 50 dials and say, oh, I guess people aren't answering today. I'll just the dial. I don't measure the dials. I've never once thought, oh, I did 50 dials today. I'd never once do it. I just go, okay, I need to book 3 appointments for tomorrow. I just need to keep going until it happens. And so it's like if I don't get a connection on that call, I'll just call the next person until I get connected.
Yeah. So basically, you just keep going until you get the booking in. Doesn't matter what it
Well,
takes.
George, just keep going until you get connections. So then, if you have more connections, you'll eventually start booking appointments, even if you suck. So my KPIs at the moment, and I've been booking a million appointments for a million years. It's probably between 40 and 50% of positive reply leads that I'll book into an appointment.
Yep. It's pretty good.
And so if we break those numbers down, if I need to get 15 appointments in a week, I need to have I need to connect to 30. I need to connect on the phone with 30 people, and to connect one call, it probably takes me 6, 7, 8 dials.
Hmm.
So that's, call it, 7 times 30. So there's probably like 210 or something dials in there to get my 15 appointments for the week.
So how many hours of dialing do you think you started out with?
Initially, it was probably closer to 3 or 4, but now I'm more efficient with it because my skill's higher and I can probably get it done in an hour and a half or 2 hours.
Okay. Okay. So if I'm fresh, man, like I don't, let's just say I don't have my first client, right? Um, where should I start? What should I do? Like, say if I
You
in like
should,
4 steps.
you should, you should suck it as soon as possible. So like, get your like get your offer together initially. Get it in, get it in front of as many eyeballs as you possibly can.
Yep.
I used to, like, back in the day, I used to just DM, like, not my VA doing it, not an automation, not AI. I would DM myself. I would copy and paste or type out the message myself every single time. That simple. I just keep doing it. I'd make more accounts and I just keep doing it. But essentially, get your offer together, get it in front of as many eyeballs as possible.
Yep.
Get After you get some sort of positive reply, call as many times as humanly possible, and then eventually you will book appointments, and then eventually you will close people.
Okay. So it's really just get the offer together and just get the volume, get your offer on as many eyeballs as possible.
Yeah, if you get on 100 eyeballs, again, the rule of 10, 10 people might say, yeah, kind of interested. If 10 people do, and you call them and you don't have the skill yet, like, you probably suck on the phone, so you'll probably only get like 3 or 4 connections. Of them, you might only get one to book an appointment. Which you can look at it two ways. You can be like, oh my god, that sucks. Like, this is so hard. Or you
Mm.
can look at it like, okay, cool. It's just a numbers game. So if you understand that, then it's just about multiplying. Okay, I booked 3 appointments this week, and I connected to 15 people. If I want to book 6 appointments next week, I just need to connect to 30 people. The numbers of it can be scary, or it can be a superpower. You just have to look at it like a superpower.
What do you think about, let's just say I don't think that appointment setting matters too much and I want to get the most perfect email script. I want to clean all of my emails. I want to make it super customized. I even want to power up my emails with AI. I want to track my open rates. I want to get the best possible premium leads available. Do you think I should do that? Or do you think I should focus on doing more of the appointment setting? What do you think is kind of more important?
If you have anyone that says anything at all positive for your offer, whatever you say, you get your offer together, and it's 10 appointments in the next 30 days, whatever it is.
Yep.
Say you get any kind of interest on that at all, initially. So say you get, one person in 100 who says yes,
Yep.
just get it to 1,000 people.
Yep.
You can tweak that shit later, but right now you're broke. You don't have any money. You're probably also running out of time. So you need to get some money in the account so
Yep.
you can keep doing this. Otherwise, straight to Burger King forever.
Burger King. I
And
thought
so,
you said, I thought you said
so
Bogan
like for
King. I've
now,
never heard of Bogan King.
so like for now, just if you have any kind of positive interest in whatever you're offering,
Yeah.
do 10 times more of it.
Yep.
And then later on, once you have the core volume, then you can tweak some things.
Okay. And just I'm really curious. Did you clean your emails? Like, did you put them through Never Bounce before you used them, or did you just do them straight and raw?
I don't know. It never bounces. I just send it to more. So I think on my first day on D7, I think I sent out like 300 emails and I got like two replies.
So you
And then I
didn't
think
use
that
you didn't use a list cleaner,
no, no,
like a you to check that the emails are going to bounce. You didn't use that?
no, no. So I just sent it to like probably three or 400 the first day. I think we got like, yeah, one or two replies, something like that. And then to the next day, I just did the math and I just sent it to 800 and then I got eight replies.
Okay. And did what email accounts did you use? Did you use coldsire.com or did you use bulk accounts by?
I just bought them off some bloke off WhatsApp. Bulk counts by probably.
Oh, you got them on bulk accounts by?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, man. Is there anything else that you wanted to mention? Just that people should know to get the most out of everything?
No, I think the main thing is like 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 no one's coming to save you. If you're trying to get a result without doing the work, just know no one's ever done
Okay. Okay. You want to add anything else?
it. And then everything's numbers. Like numbers are everything. Don't overcomplicate things. If you actually no, probably like I think business is super simple. If you radically commit and just say I'm going to make this happen no matter what, commit
Yeah.
to learning the skills.
Yeah.
If you just radically commit to it happening and just don't take any other option as an option, I'm going to make this happen no matter what it looks like. Commit to learning the skills and commit to like eating shit for a little bit at the start. You'll
Yeah.
make money. You'll do really well. That and it's literally that simple.
And did you use AI automation at all to get those emails?
I don't use any AI at the moment.
You don't use any AI at the moment?
No, I think I asked ChatGPT to write me a thing once to send an email to a client, but I just to see what it's like. But I didn't even send that email. I changed it. I think.
Okay. Last question, man. I know you probably want to go. The question is when you started, because I know that there was a few key pieces that you put in place that actually did help you get the leverage that you needed. Because I remember at that time you sort of said, I've got a VSL set up, but I don't know if I'm going to run it. I need a more organic approach. If you were to identify three things or assets that you got from the program that was a game changer for you, what would they be?
Probably the appointment setting script. It's really simple, and it's also like leads can come from anywhere: cold email, Instagram DMs, ads, whatever it looks like, and it all just if you hit them with that script. I know my numbers, and I know that at 50%, sort of between 40 and 60, it's probably actually 50%. 50% of them will go into a booked appointment. So all it looks like is turning these up a little bit each time, turn them up, and the appointments come through because of the appointment setting script. So probably the appointment setting script, the simple yes no on the all of the outreach stuff. Yes no is pretty simple. I used to have a little bit more complicated. Um, and then probably just like the ad setup template.
Okay. Okay. Cool, man. Oh, one last question. Sorry. How long did it
Okay.
take you to get to 30K? How long did that take
Uh, 4 years.
from when you started the program?
Oh, when I started the program. I don't know, probably 4 or 5 months.
So from beginning of the program to 30K, it took about 4 to 5 months.
Yeah.
And if you were to like map that journey, obviously the first component was getting the emails, appointment setting, doing the volume. What were the other pieces that got you from 5 to 10K to 30K?
Like just not getting excited about anything. Just like, cool, someone booked an appointment, awesome, book more. Like not getting like closing someone and not getting, oh, like, that's cool, and then like getting sidetracked. Just staying consistent,
Cool.
staying consistent, and putting my faith in God and the numbers.
Putting your face in what?
Putting my faith in God and the numbers.
Oh man, I like that. That's a good combination. Um, all right, man. Well, I'm gonna stop the stream, and I think people would have got some value from that. So